What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So today, I gotta talk about Stephen A. Smith on the pivot. Talking about how you mad at me because I said you not the GOAT when you not the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, right, you can't keep it real with people that don't keep it real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like, how you gonna not like a man over his opinion? You know what I'm saying? It's just an opinion, bro. So, I don't know if y'all heard what he said, but if y'all didn't, I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna be right back.
You don't like me because you see me calling it like I see it. You're not Michael Jordan. You're not the GOAT. You did choke in an NBA Finals. 4 consecutive fourth quarters in an NBA Finals. This man was scoring 4 points. One game, he scored 0 points. In an NBA Finals, fourth quarter. With Jason Terry or J.J. Barea guarding you. There is no explanation for that. To anybody who knows basketball, that's a choke job. You overcame it. Major props to you. You've elevated yourself from the time that LeBron James won the championship against Oklahoma City. Throughout the rest of his career, you can make a legitimate case of the GOAT argument with him against Jordan. But we get to piggyback off of the previous stuff that happened prior to that. Michael Jordan was averaging 30 10 times in his career, played all 82 games 9 times. 9 times an all-NBA first-team defensive player, a defensive player of the year, okay, a 6-time champion, a 6-time NBA Finals MVP, a 5-time MVP of the league, and in your 22nd or 23rd year, you still chasing. Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think it's obvious who the GOAT is, in my estimation. Having said that, let's appreciate the fact that a GOAT conversation is nothing denigrating anybody. Because I'm still acknowledging you as being in the conversation as the greatest of all time. So we understand that, right? So we get that out the way. But I also never looked at Michael Jordan and said he choked in the NBA Finals. I also didn't see Michael Jordan joining D-Wade and Bosh. And then AD. Okay? So I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Kyrie and Kevin Love before that. I didn't see that. Okay? So I get to look at that and deduce that's my definition of a GOAT. And most people who watch the NBA would agree with me. Okay? If you want to disagree, fine. If you want to pretend you disagree, fine. Because this is an incredibly influential figure who is somebody that a lot of people believe if you associate with him, you could capitalize off of that exponentially because he's successful, he's connected, he knows things, he can help people, et cetera, et cetera. I got that part, but that don't mean you should avoid acknowledging and recognizing the truth. And the truth is that that's what it is. And so I look at it from that standpoint, and that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, boom. So y'all heard him, right? I mean, it's like when it comes to the GOAT conversation, right? You can't keep recurving the test. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep ignoring things that disqualify you from the GOAT in order to have an argument. Because that's what people keep doing, right? Like everything he named was, and I feel like he really was being nice. Like, he made his point, but he really was being nice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just start with where he started off. The finals, after the super team, right? You choked in the fourth quarter multiple times. And you had dudes that if they go into Walmart, you wouldn't even recognize them as NBA players guarding you. Regular sized humans. Jason Terry is 6'1", somewhere between 6'1" and 6'3" on a tall day. I don't even think J.J. Barea is 6 foot tall. You are 6'9", 280 pounds at the time. Just off the physical alone, they shouldn't be able to guard you. Period. Just off of that. So it was all the lack of will. It was all mental. It was all mental. You mentally checked out. Jordan don't have that on his jacket. Not one time. Not a. He might can argue he shot a bad shot. That's all you can say about a Jordan or a Kobe type player is they might have not passed it to a teammate that was open and shot that fade away, but they didn't shy away. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be empty at the end of the gunfight. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this whole thing, like the next thing he said. And I totally disagree with this, that he overcame that. No, he didn't. He just figured out how to go around it. He didn't overcome being clutch in the fourth and taking over games in the fourth. No, he didn't. He just leveraged Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving. That's what he did. Because something else you will never find. The game on the line and Michael Jordan in the corner. Find the tape. Find it. Or Kobe. Find the tape. The game on the line, they're in the corner like this. Knowing they don't want the ball, but they're just in the corner. Ain't gonna find it. Ain't gonna find it. So this whole thing that he overcame that, he didn't overcome it. He didn't overcome it. He just realized that he can fool you with his overall stats, regardless of the impact of those stats. That's what he did. So now it's like, I don't have to show up in the fourth. As long as I got my 27, 7, and 7 or better, I'm off the hook for the blame. That's what he figured out. But as far as he didn't overcome that. No. Disagree. He figured out to put players around him that can do that. That's what he did. So, no, I disagree 100%. And this whole, like, still trying to chase him, like, bro, it's over with. It's over with. You on year 22, 23. I done lost count by now, like, whatever. But you can't take twice as long to do less and then try to claim you better than somebody. Like, stop it. It's over with. It's getting tacky at this point. Like, bro, just go out with some dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go out with some dignity, right? And then he mentioned the joining Bosh and Wade. Because for real, the GOAT conversation was over when he did that. The GOAT conversation was over when he left Cleveland. Just keeping it it was over then. That's really when it was over. When you went the super team route, it was over with. Like, stop it. It was over with then. Like, what are we even talking about? You know what I'm saying? You can't be better than me and you shortcut it and then less than me. How does that make sense? You cheat on the test and get worse grades than I did on the test. And you better than me. Like, come on, man. Just stop it. Right? And then he said something else in there that I think people might not catch, right? He said people pretend you disagree with Jordan being the GOAT, right? Is that his way to say it's a lot of people in the media acting? You know what I'm saying? Like they just saying what Clutch might be, assisting them in their opinions? Because that's been very rumored that, because I've been thinking that for years, because I'm like, people can't be this dumb to really think this, like, you know what I'm saying, this GOAT comment, like, you go where? You're not better than Kobe. How was there? What GOAT conversation? You know what I'm saying? What GOAT conversation? You ain't past Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm just happy that Stephen A. Smith kept it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm mad it took, like, for them to fall out for him to be so upfront with how he feel. I wish all media was like that. Like, it would be so much better if everybody in the media just gave their 100% true opinions. You know what I'm saying? With like no worry about you know, somebody trying to end your career and trying to get you fired and all of that. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Just I feel like the best opinions was like NBA players' opinions before NBA players got in the media officially, right? I feel like that was the best. Them was the best opinions when they asked ex-NBA players before this wave of NBA players being in the media. I feel like that was the best opinions. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all on the next one. Peace.